Hello everyone, Brendanlok here. From kids with more than 200 IQ and trying to escape a war like the Maze Runners, to fighting over whether a raccoon girl or bird girl is the best girl of the season, winter 2019 has certainly been an amazing season for otakus like you and me. You're missing out, non-otakus. So no matter what genre you might be into, there'll certainly be your cup of tea. And as usual, I'll be choosing my personal top 5 animes of this winter 2019 season to share it and briefly go through them with you guys. Friendly reminder, it's all just my personal opinions and recommendations, so don't be too serious about it if your favorite animes aren't in the list. With that said, let's just jump into it! First up, on the 5th spot we have Dororo. This is a samurai story about demons, swords, wars and deaths. In the very beginning, we get to know how the poor Hyakimaru got born into this world without any of the 5 human senses, but with a very special ability of being able to sense the aura of living beings around him. Along the way, he met Dororo, the child whose parents were killed, and decided to tag along with him on his journey to reclaim his body and retrieve his humanity. Being the second adaptation from his original manga series, many people without a doubt had high expectations from this legendary anime series, and Subarashi! It didn't disappoint at all. From its on-fire opening to its realistic yet cruel reflection of the samurai era, it certainly lives up to its hype. The production team also did a very great job in giving it a relative dull and monotonous art style, paying homage to the very first adaptation to this anime.
何が聞こえるってんで資料だ。資料の近づく音だ。資料？そこにいる。お前の後ろだ。
Given its R17 rating, the production team had a bigger freedom to push the series to its limit by adding in more gory and explicit scenes, and this allowed the anime series to stand out from the other typical samurai era animes. I personally very much enjoyed each character's background stories, which help in explaining their attitudes and characters. One big interesting point of the series is certainly Hyakimaru and his journey on recovering his senses, regaining his humanity. I can't say for sure yet, but judging by the current pace of the anime, we can very much look forward to the second half of the series and hope to see more Hyakimaru's character development in the future. Being in the intense best girl competition between the raccoon and the bird, we have Tate no Yusha no Nariagari, the rising of the shield hero. Just like any other isekai animes, our protagonist, Naofumi Iwatani, aka the shield hero, who apparently is also a tsundere, has been summoned into Meromaku. Yeah, that's right, Meromaku, along 3 other heroes, the sword, the spear and the bow, to save the world from waves of calamity. Being betrayed by this big-ass Princess Multi, Naofumi is branded a criminal and made outcast of the society. So he decided to set out alone, filled with hatred, vowing vengeance against those who wronged him. And along the way, he had the raccoon girl Raftalia and the bird girl Philo as his sidekicks. Being an isekai anime meaning harem is almost inevitable. However, we suddenly got something refreshing here, which is the forever unwelcome Naofumi. Unlike the typical isekai animes, not many characters are actually quite fond of him, and that's kinda rare. But other than that, Naofumi will still continue to kick everyone's ass along the way, and that should come as no surprise. After all, it's not even close to be the best isekai anime, but it's not that bad either. With that said, I'll still recommend this show to you isekai lovers and give it a pass, because Raftalia is the best girl of winter 2019! Have you been seeing tons of videos of a 2D pink-haired girl dancing throughout this whole season? If yes, you can already skip this part. If no, let me introduce to you Kaguya-sama wa Kokurasetai, Tensai Tachi no Renai Tsuno-sen. The story is simple. Basically, you have 2 geniuses, Shirogane Miyuki and Shinomiya Kaguya, who have feelings for each other but neither of them are willing to admit, and whoever confesses first loses. Then you might ask, what's so interesting? Did you like Hinamatsuri? Grand Blue? And this is certainly the anime series to go for, because they are more or less the same. But with the cherry on the top, we have Fujiwara Chika, our star of the show. She's been so popular this season that people already started having her dance covers, Beat Saber gameplays, tons of her compilations all around YouTube, and almost started a religion in her name. And how can you miss out? Do you have no internet or something? Having the new anime stealing all the focal points, Mob Psycho 100 Season 2 is in my opinion the low-key hot anime of this season. If you have never heard of this anime, at least you have heard of One Punch Man, right? They're essentially from the same author, One. And what is it about? So basically, it's this boy, Shigeo Kageyama, nicknamed Mob, who's a powerful esper with immense psychic power, decided to work as an assistant to Raigen Arataka, a self-proclaimed psychic, to help control his abilities. The anime's first unique point is Mob himself, who takes his psychic powers as part of his daily life and would never use it to take advantage over others. We don't normally see such character in your everyday shonen animes, and this is where it stands out. Artistically speaking, it's very different and I would say one of a kind, which is not what most animes would risk trying. But given its great story and interesting character development of Mob, the risk seems to have paid off and the audience isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Before judging its art style, why not give it a shot? Coming into number 1, not only me, but many other viewers might agree with me that The Promised Neverland is probably the best anime of this winter 2019. Because like, come on, who doesn't like thrillers? So the story goes like this. Kids are being sent into an area surrounded by walls and everything was in peace in the beginning, and every few months one of them will be adopted and sent to live with a new family but never to be heard of from again. And some of them accidentally found the truth about the walls and decided to escape from the area. Sounds familiar, right? And no, it's not Maze Runner. And these kids actually reminded me of the endless cat and mice chase between Yagami Light and L, trying to outsmart their mama using their 200 IQ and playing mind games all the time. Not to forget is its fantastic graphics and immense amount of suspense in every episode, even though I still think Re:Zero and Erase did a better job. So if you really enjoyed both Death Note and Maze Runner and hope to see how they will look like when combined, then The Promised Neverland should certainly be on your watch list right now. Before we jump into conclusion, honorable mentions goes to the ultimate fairy cuteness of Tokyo Ninwa Hiza, Tokitoki Atama no Ue. Who even came up with that name? The mental gambling high school of Kakegurui XX and the ultimate guilt feel inducing, spicy as ever domestic Nakanojo. So overall, I very much enjoyed this winter 2019 and it has certainly been filled with tons of awesome animes. And coming in this spring, there are some of the big boys like One Punch Man Season 2 and Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. And how about you? Which are your personal favorite winter 2019 animes and which spring 2019 animes are you looking forward to? Let me know down in the comment sections below. And I guess that's all for this video. Like if you like it, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I have more videos coming your way soon. Brendanlok out.